If your dashboard looks dull, your seats feel grimy, and your screens are a fingerprint museum, stay tuned. These interior cleaners will transform your cabin from used to showroom fast. In this video, 7 interior cleaners go head-to-head to find out which ones actually cut through dust, body oils, food spills, and everyday grime without streaks, greasy residue, or damage to delicate finishes like touchscreens and soft-touch plastics. Let's start at number 7 and climb to the best overall performer. 7. Armor All-Car Cleaning Wipes. These wipes are the definition of convenience. Pop the lid, pull one out, and you're wiping down dust and smudges in seconds. On light interior maintenance, especially on textured hard plastics and door sills, they deliver quick visual improvement with minimal effort. The pre-moistened formula helps lift loose debris while leaving a refreshed look that's immediately noticeable if your car tends to gather pollen or daily dust. For glove box or door pocket storage, they're great for on-the-go tidy-ups before a rideshare pickup or a weekend trip. However, the convenience comes with trade-offs. The wipe material can dry out if the canister isn't sealed perfectly, which means the last third of the roll may feel less saturated and require more passes to get the same result. On glossy black trim and infotainment screens, they can leave faint streaks or a slightly smeary look if you apply too much pressure or don't follow with a dry microfiber, which means a one-step experience sometimes becomes 2 steps. If you're sensitive to scents, expect a classic cleaner, fragrance that can linger longer than you might want in a compact cabin. Another limitation is actual cleaning power on embedded grime. If you're tackling sunscreen buildup on door cards, sticky cup holders, or months-old steering wheel sheen, the wipes can struggle to break down oils without a dedicated cleaner and agitation. The wipe format also makes it tough to modulate product amount. Sometimes you want less moisture on delicate surfaces or more for heavy soil, but a single wipe doesn't give you that control. 6. Meguiar's Quik Interior Detailer. Meguiar's Quik Interior Detailer is a trusted pick for refreshing the look of dashboards, door panels, and center consoles without a greasy feel. The spray lays down evenly and flashes quickly, which helps minimize streaks on most hard plastics. On dusty surfaces, a light spritz with a short nap microfiber lifts debris and leaves a natural, factory matte finish that doesn't scream shiny dressing. It's particularly good for steering wheels and touch points where grip matters, and residue would be a deal breaker. In testing on smudged screens and glossy bezels, it performs decently if you use a minimal amount, but it can haze if over-applied or if the microfiber is overly plush. The product isn't a heavy degreaser, so for stubborn fingerprints mixed with hand lotion or fast food film, you'll need a second pass or a slightly more potent cleaner. It's best considered a maintenance detailer rather than a deep clean workhorse. The scent is mild and clean, more likely to go unnoticed than dominate your cabin. Where it falls short is versatility on truly mixed materials in one job. On fabric or headliners, it's not the right tool, and on leather with pore clogging grime, you'll want a dedicated leather cleaner for a thorough result. Soft-touch rubberized surfaces clean up nicely, but if the material is aging or sticky, this won't reverse that. Some users may also wish it had UV protection built in. It's more of a neutral refresher than a protectant, so pairing with a separate UV dressing adds a step. 5. Chemical Guy's Total Interior Cleaner. Chemical Guy's Total Interior has a reputation for versatility, and that's what stands out in real use. From dashboards and vinyl to navigation screens and textured plastics, it's designed as a one-product solution that keeps you moving through the cabin without swapping bottles. The trigger atomizes nicely, so you can mist a towel for delicate surfaces or spray directly on more durable areas like door cards and hard console plastics. For light grime, 2 passes restore that as-delivered look with minimal effort. On screens and glossy piano black, it behaves best when used sparingly. Load the towel, not the panel, and use gentle pressure to avoid micromarring from dust. When faced with oily buildup on armrests and center consoles, it breaks down residue better than lighter, maintenance-only sprays, but still benefits from agitation with a soft interior brush to get into grain and texture. After wiping, It leaves a natural, satin matte look without artificial shine, which helps maintain that OEM aesthetic. On leather, it's serviceable for light cleaning, though dedicated leather formulations can outperform it for poor deep grime and conditioning. It does well at preventing streaking on glass when used correctly, sprayed to towel and buffed, but for pure glass perfection, a purpose-made glass cleaner remains king. The scent is modern and not overpowering, and the residue-free finish helps avoid dust magnetism that glossy dressings can create on dry climates or static-prone trim. 4. 303 Products Marine Clear, Protectant Interior Use. Although positioned for marine and vinyl applications, 303's Protectant pedigree translates impressively to automotive interiors that suffer from sun exposure. Where many interior cleaners focus on removal only, 303's formula emphasizes UV defense alongside a clean, low-gloss look that doesn't turn dashboards reflective. After cleaning with a mild interior spray, laying down a light coat of 303 on vinyl, plastic, and rubber surfaces helps maintain color richness and fend off the slow fade and cracking that plague cars parked outdoors. Application is straightforward. Mist onto a microfiber applicator, spread evenly, and buff to a dry touch. The finish feels dry and natural, no slickness on steering wheels or pedals, and the absence of an oily sheen makes the cabin look authentically new rather than dressed. On textured plastics, it helps revive that deep, even tone without filling grain or leaving white residue. For weather stripping and exterior plastics near the interior edges, it's equally capable, making it a versatile garage staple. Where it particularly shines is long-term look retention. Revisit a treated dash after a couple weeks of sun, and the surface still reads rich instead of chalky. In climates with high UV index, this makes a meaningful difference over a season, especially on SUVs and trucks with large, sloped dashboards that act like solar panels. It's also helpful on rubber door seals, reducing squeaks and sticking in temperature swings while maintaining suppleness. While not a heavy-duty cleaner, pairing it with a gentle interior cleaner gives you a system. Clean first, then protect. 3. Griot's Garage Interior Cleaner. Griot's Garage Interior Cleaner is a detailer's detailer. Straightforward, effective, and confident on a huge range of materials without leaving a film. On stubborn steering wheel shine, sunscreen transfer on door panels, and the greasy ring around cup holders, it bites into grime quickly but wipes away to a truly neutral finish. That makes it ideal if you want surfaces to look like they did on day one. No added sheen, just clean. The spray pattern is consistent, and the product excels when paired with the right tools. A boar's hair interior brush for vents and seams, a short nap towel for textured plastics, and a plush towel for final buff. It tolerates light over-application without streaking, which means you can move quickly without babysitting every spritz. On infotainment screens and gloss black, the trick is the same as always, product to towel, not to surface, and it leaves fewer halos than many all-in-ones. On fabric spot cleaning, it's surprisingly capable for fresh spills or light staining, especially when blotted rather than scrubbed aggressively. It won't replace a dedicated fabric cleaner for deep-set stains, but for child seat rub marks and heel scuffs on carpeted kick panels, it helps restore a uniform appearance. The scent is clean and low-key, so it doesn't compete with leather aroma or air fresheners. What elevates Griot's is predictability. If you maintain multiple vehicles or detail for clients, having a product that behaves consistently across different trims, soft-touch dashboards, textured PVC, coated leather reduces risk. 2. Car Guy's Super Cleaner. Car Guy's Super Cleaner brings serious cleaning muscle while staying friendly to most interior surfaces when used correctly. On high-traffic touchpoints, armrests, shifters, seat bolsters, it lifts body oils and dirt with less effort, especially when combined with a soft brush to agitate texture and stitching. For families, it's a standout on food splatters, sticky soda spots, and those mysterious smudges that appear on rear door cards and third-row panels. The big appeal is versatility. It's comfortable on vinyl, plastic, rubber, and faux leather, and with careful application, it can freshen coated leather without leaving a slick residue. On fabric spot work, it handles fresh stains and general dinginess competently, though extraction or a dedicated fabric formula still wins for set-in or tannin-based stains. Used lightly on screens and gloss black, it stays streak minimal when you spray the towel and use feather-light pressure. Where it separates from lighter detailers is how it restores tactile feel. That slippery steering wheel shine transforms back into a grippy, matte feel, and center consoles lose that slightly gummy film that collects dust. After wiping, the surfaces don't feel dressed, they feel authentically clean, which reduces dust adhesion and helps your interior stay fresher longer. The scent profile tends to be modern clean and dissipates quickly, so it won't clash with fragrance preferences. If your car sees real life, kids, gym bags, coffee runs, Car Guy's Super Cleaner delivers a fast track from lived in to cared for. 1. P&S Professional Detail Interior Use. P&S Professional Detail rises to the top for its pro-grade balance of cleaning power, finish quality, and user control. On the toughest interior grime, think sun-baked oils on upper door panels, makeup transfer on visors, and sticky residues in cup holders. It breaks contamination quickly while flashing clean, leaving behind a uniform, matte OEM look that delights detail-oriented eyes. It responds beautifully to technique. Mist on a brush for seams and grain, load a short nap towel for flat plastics, then follow with a dry wipe for a crystal clear finish. What sets it apart is consistency across delicate surfaces. On piano black and cluster lenses, it behaves predictably when sprayed to towel and used lightly, minimizing haze and reducing the need for a second product. On coated leather, it cleans deeply without sacrificing that factory satin, avoiding the slippery aftermath that can ruin the drive. Even high-gloss trim around ambient lighting and switches comes out streak-free with a proper buff, which is rare in stronger cleaners. The workflow efficiency is real. You can move panel to panel confidently, and because residue is so low, dust doesn't cling back as quickly. Pair it with a UV protectant like 303 on sun-exposed areas, and you've got a system that not only revives but preserves. For clients or personal vehicles, the repeatability of results means fewer callbacks, fewer rewipes, and interiors that look right under harsh sunlight and showroom LEDs alike. Final thoughts. If you want speed and convenience for quick tidy-ups, the wipes will do in a pinch, but they're not your deep clean solution. For consistent, natural finishes with minimal fuss, Meguiar's and Griots are excellent maintenance choices. If versatility and stronger cleaning are your priorities, Chemical Guys and Car Guys bring the muscle without the mess. And if you want that pro-level, streak-free OEM matte result across nearly every surface, P&S Professional Detail is the top pick. Choose based on how you actually use your car, kids, commute, climate, and you'll get a cleaner cabin that stays that way longer.